I actually know Rodney not too long ago. We went to a trip to mainland China. And during the trip, we shared some very intimate items. Because the new MacBook using this Type-C US configuration. So all the regular USB adapter won't work. So during that trip, I did not bring my adapters. And I borrowed Rodney's adapter, which is very personal. That tells you how intimate we are. But Rodney is a very accomplished person. And you can read from your book. And, sorry. That works. You can read from the book, or you can go through the slides. He is a person who won a number of awards. Ladies and gentlemen, let me give you Rodney Ho. Rodney is a scholar, a professor, a researcher. Most importantly, he is a family man, a husband, and a father.
My Chinese is not very good, but I will try. So, 亲爱的贵宾，公阿妈。Okay, so if you're from Taiwan, I call you 公阿妈。right? So if you're from 粤语讲粤语的话，阿爸right? So and I call 李侯。Okay, so 非常荣幸可以来跟你分享。It is truly my honor to be able to share with you a few words with you, and really thank you, Wang Kai, for the friendships. And we actually traveled for many days, and my wife and I actually traveled the first time together in China with them, and then it was quite an experience. And thank you for all the people that put hard labor to make this event happen, and the organizations that actually over 100 years old. I have been, a beneficiary of that. So not very long ago that I actually am sitting, like many of the young ones behind here, where you are, and inspire and mentor and help along the way to become who I am, and learning to be wise, not just full of knowledge. You can just go ahead and Google or Bing and try to find out all the head knowledge or memorize all the Wikipedia. And the questions is, how do you translate these? And so I came to US with $20 in my hand in 1970s era. And I left my birthplace called Burma, you've probably seen that, with full of hair, and now I give it all to my child. And so I have nothing left. And at that time, I truly gone for good. It's really, at that time, Burmese government became socialist. It nationalized everything you have. So that means no small or large business entity. So overseas Chinese entrepreneurs. So they are large and small, they are enemy of the states. Okay. At that time, deprived of my education, no Chinese school. So I learned all that later, not given opportunity to learn Chinese or English, other than Burmese. But I'm rich because I was awarded a visa to leave Burma for good. I'm rich and blessed because I was granted a passage to come to America. And I'm blessed because many of who share their Christian's love and unconditional love with me at the time. So with only $20 in my pockets, I begin to think outside of the box how to grow my $20 to expand my language ability, to learn the ability to learn better, to learn more efficiently at that time. I'm one of those that think outside of the box, and impossible mean probable. And no mean maybe not now, maybe later. And that's the kind of person who I am, never give up. I went to gas stations in 70s. So this is in San Francisco. So at that time, they speak Cantonese. Okay, so they speak Cantonese. So I go and ask these gas station owner, can I pump the gas for $2.40 an hour? Okay, it's not $15 or $18. Okay, so they says, well, 你唔識講唐人話. That means you don't speak Chinese and you don't know the language. You don't even qualify to wash dishes. So I never give up. But finally, a gas station's owner, no less, is Cantonese, and take me in and taught me Cantonese and also learn to fix car. And that allowed me to earn my wages and go to college, debt-free, I must mention. Okay, so these experiences taught me several things. Is to appreciate every opportunity to learn, to contribute, to learn how to take the head knowledge to translate into actions of learning and learning how to be wise. And some say wisdom is the integration of the knowledge and understanding and discernment, and then take the actions in a timely manner. Okay, so I don't want to talk about science, about acronyms and all that. Let me illustrate this relationship, because that's important. Because all these decisions that you make will make you who you are, who you can become. And imagine two friends sitting on a train track together having lunch. Okay, so one of the older one have been around the block, riding the train from town to town before. On the other hand, the younger one just came from a small town or small village. The village used horses, horse-drawn carriages, and has no understanding about train and its capabilities. Suddenly, the train track started to move, vibrate. You can feel something moving, and then coming faster and faster. So now both of them know something is wrong, something is moving, something is closer. The knowledge of moving sounds getting closer, but you can guess it. There's only one person know what it means. Yes, the older one who has been on the train before and heard it, experienced it, and know and understand that's the train, the heavy one. If he continue to sit there and eat, it's dangerous. He has to do something about it. And the other young one, on the other hand, have not seen it. He knows something wrong, but what that is. So now the question is, what are you going to do with that information? Wise choice and the daily decisions, small and large, that you make and I make will grow you and will become who you are and what you potentially could become. And don't underestimate those power. A mentor who has shared with me about this quote from Paul of Tarsus. In writing to people of Philippi, modern-day Turkey, he says, I know it is to be in need, and I know what it is to have plenty. I've learned the secret of being content in any and every situations, whether well-fed or hungry, whether living in plenty or in want. He's concluded by saying, I can do all these things through him who gives me strength. And that's the passions of Paul, who wrote that. I believe these words of Paul remind me, and hopefully you also, we all want to be learning the best we can be, rich or poor, doesn't matter. Your knowledge transformations into the wisdom that will carry you through from generation to generations with passion, perseverance, and convictions. Learn to be wise, to be generous, to give back to the community you serve. Thank you very much. God bless you.